My name is Iman Daryai, co-founder and CEO of TheraCea Pharma, a biotechnology company with focus on developing new diagnostic agents for the detection of cancer. It could be one of the saddest moments of our life when we hear a relative, a family member, or a friend is diagnosed with cancer. The reason is because we know that cancer is a terminal disease. However, cancer can be completely treated if it is diagnosed in very early stages. In fact, physicians recommend people at high risk of cancer to perform positron emission tomography imaging test. In that test, patients receive a drug that is labeled with radioactive material that lights up the cancer cell in very early stages of development. That test helps radiologists and oncologists to detect cancer in very early stages of the development, which results in more and better treatment test options by the physicians for better outcome for the patients. The chemical process to label drugs and biomolecules with radioactive compounds is a key in developing new diagnostic agents. There are a variety of options in terms of radioactive materials in the market right now, but there is always a compromise between the type of chemistry that can be used versus technical and economic advantages of the radioactive material. Most of the material that are used right now offer a very easy chemistry, very nice high-yield chemistry, but they have poor technical advantages. The biggest problem with this current radioactive material and the process is that the center where PET imaging is performed needs to have the right infrastructure to produce those material in-house. They cannot be produced by commercial vendors. That means a huge infrastructure investment by those centers that in many cases is not justified because of low number of patients who need diagnostic procedures. And the fact that commercial vendors cannot partner in this process make the process very expensive for PET centers. Overall, these reasons together causes less population of patients have access to diagnostic agents. When I was a graduate student at the University of Arizona, I developed a new chemical process to label biomolecules and drugs with products, radioactive products that can be produced by commercial radiopharmacists. This is a platform technology that is covered by 2 patents and that enable us to introduce a new generation of diagnostic agents that can be prepared in forms of kits that can be used and distributed by radiopharmacists. And by looking at the map of distribution of radiopharmacies in the US, we can easily see that a larger population of patients will have access to diagnostic agents even in remote and rural areas. And the fact that we can partner with commercial vendors make the price very, very low. This advantage allows our company to gain a market share of $1 billion by 2025, but there are several steps that we need to complete in order to get into the market. We need to show the efficacy in animal, receive a regulatory approval, and test in human in order to be able to go to the market. With the support we received from NIH and the founders' money and the support from the university, we were able to provide the funding that is required for in-animal testing. We have started strategic partnership with other companies such as ImaginAb, which is a biotechnology company that produce drugs and biomolecules. We want to apply our technology on their products. And our business model is to make revenue based on licensing and royalty after licensing out individual products to larger pharmaceutical companies. The team consists of the 2 inventors who invented the technology and the co-founders who has expertise in biomedical imaging and are entrepreneurs. We have 2 laboratories for chemistry and biology, and we are outsourcing other needs that we have. We will add more people to the team as we grow. The advisory panel consists of people with expertise in business development, finance, regulatory, preclinical, and clinical development. There are risks associated with our venture, technology, financial, and regulatory, but with the evaluation that we got from NIH and also being proactive and forming a strategic partnership, we will be able to minimize those associated risks. We already have the license from the University of Arizona to use this technology, but as a biotechnology company, we need to secure all aspects of the technology by filing more IPs. So we are hoping this award help us on that. With that, I would like to thank you for this time, and I'm willing to answer your questions.